My name is Mikey Hanks. I'm the system operator at Washington Fruit and Produce. We are one of the larger apple packers for the state of Washington. Compaq understands our business very well. We've been partners with them for, I think it's been 18 years now. Washington Fruit and Produce is a locally owned company. It's been family operated since 1916. So this is actually our 100th year in operation. We pack apples and cherries. Most of our fruit comes from within about 3 hours of Yakima, Washington, which is in the central of the state. And we ship to pretty much anywhere in the world. We got the Spectrum cabinet installed in our new plant. It was the first major install from Compaq. It didn't take long for us to notice the benefits over the old system. It was not long into packing with this system, we were able to pull the sorters off the line and run without sorters and have the same consistent grade we had on the other facility. The images that we get from Spectrum are unreal. With the high definition cameras, they're so big that it doesn't take much effort to know what you're looking at. Compared to the old system, which I thought was good. I go back there to the other plant and it's like, oh, how did we ever use this, you know? It's just such a leap forward from what it was just a few years ago. It was a really good system. The benefits of good images are consistent grading. If you have a poor images that's blurry or the defects are blurred, you can't really nail in what that specific defect is. But now with this system, it's so much easier to dial it in and know that that is definitely a bruise or that's definitely a puncture, so we can just kick all those out up front and not have to worry about it getting graded down the line. The Spectrum camera comes with 3 different wavelengths. There's a color one we use primarily just for color grading. There's 2 levels of infrared IR cameras, and those are huge for defect. The first level will let you see just blemishes in general across the fruit. The second level of IR is a bruise camera. So the bruises, they show up nice and bright and white. Without all 3 working in unison, you can't properly grade an apple. Smart Skin's a new thing with the software came with Spectrum, and it's a different way to have the software do the learning of a defect for you. And it's about as easy as you can get. You run a capture of an apple, and then you just draw a box. This is bad skin and this is good skin. And just make a couple samples of that, and eventually it learns what you're looking for. So if it's rusted, it'll just start highlighting all the russet for you. If it's sunburn you're looking for, it starts highlighting sunburn. The software's just picking it up for you. Smart mapping is probably the most important thing we're using on this cabinet. But we're using that for all defects. Basically, it's just a big library of all the different defects you've run through, and you just click on it and tell the software that this is a view of that, this is a view of that, and it's saving this huge library. Because at the end, when you got 500 different images on there, you can scroll through and make sure that you've had consistent clicks on what is what, and if you see a problem, you can pull it out, and that helps you get a really good and accurate example of each defect. Food safety is our main driver for our business, is a big deal, and the Spectrum camera is designed in that way. And having that right where all the fruit runs through is really important, because if it wasn't designed with that in mind, then no matter what we did on the whole line to keep it safe for the food, if that one spot's a problem, then we got a problem for the whole facility. The platform like Spectrum benefits customers for consistency purposes. But now that we've eliminated sorters, we don't have that anymore. It doesn't matter what came in, you're going to get the same product out the other side. So the buyers can take peace of mind in that, and they're going to get the same product all the time. Since we had Spectrum, we've been able to need a smaller crew to run the line efficiently. Typical shift had 16 people sorting, and now a typical shift has nobody sorting. And with that, we've had a smaller crew size, but also able to run faster. Instead of just wasting and pulling out bad apples up front, the machine's doing all the work for us, and they're actually aligning them in the tray, making a nice package for the buyers. Washington Fruit was one of the first places to get a Compaq in the United States for apples. They're dedicated to making sure that we're happy. So no matter what we're fighting with on our line, because it's an apple, everything changes every year, whether the temperatures or weather was different. And Compaq has to be there to help us grade that new special defect correct. Without Compaq, Washington Fruit would be in a different place, we know that for sure. Currently with this new cabinet we have, Spectrum, it's a huge leap forward over where we used to be. And I went around and looked at different defect sorters, what they're doing, and without a doubt, Compaq was the best one I saw. Couldn't be happier with how it looks, and everyone did a great job with the software and the mechanics behind it to reduce the amount of adjustments needed to have a consistent grading machine. It's been really nice.